Hi and good evening. So, this is my Sunday tryst with you all, where I'm going to speak on, or we can interact on, topics related with sleep, wellness, or life in general. And today's topic, as I've already posted earlier, this is on the habit building. We are a creature of habit. Everything that we have in our world is a consequence of our habits. If our habits if I contribute to it, it will happen. If it detracts from it, it will not happen. So today, how does habit formation affect us? Starting with when we go to sleep, whether we are able to get sleep easily or not. There's a series of habits which we formed over a period of time which may prevent us from getting the sleep that we desire. Now, see, we are talking about how to just give me a minute. Yeah, we are talking about how we could wake up early, or how we could go to sleep by 10:30 every day, how we can exercise every morning, how can we adopt these habits easily, because we all know we make a resolution, we want to do this particular habit because we know theoretically that it is good for us. We have seen it, not just theoretically, there's scientific evidence. You know that this is something you want to do, but you end up doing something else. Doesn't happen to you, it happens to each of us. All right, so those of us who succeed are those who are able to adopt the right habits and install the habits easily. So there is one book which can completely change the way you look at how you lead your life in terms of habit formation, and that is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book has so many nuggets. I'm going to share just a few with you. In fact, I'm planning a 1 hour workshop which I'm planning to open up. Those who are interested can say I'm interested in the 1 hour workshop. I shall put the date and time for it, and you can attend that. But this book is free. It's available in YouTube. The book you can buy through Amazon, or you can see extracts of this book in different places. And it's there in Audible. You can hear it as an audio, and that's how I'm following it. So when I go for a walk, I listen to it on Audible, and I'm able to get it. So I'm going to give you an extract of this book, because there's no better person than him, I think, in terms of at least from what I have seen. Every chapter is power packed. Every para is packed with some wisdom, nuggets of wisdom, and I have distilled a few for you in this short live video, which will take between 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're ready, you can strap yourself in for 10 to 15 minutes. You can share it in your wall for others who you think would find it useful. So I'm going to be distilling from James Clear, the Atomic Habits, and I'm going to bring it for you in terms of how you could install certain habits for you. Let's look at one or two such habits. So as I've said earlier, the habits could be you want to wake up early. Let's say you want to wake up at 5:30 a.m. every day. You've tried, failed. You've done for some time and then you gave up. So if this is a habit, 5:30 is just a number. It could be 6:30 for you, 7:30, it could be 4:30. So it depends on what you believe is your identity. I need to be someone who wakes up at this time. Only then this is going to happen for you. See, by just saying, okay, everybody says 5 a.m. club, this club, that club, this is good. Okay, that may not, help you change that habit of waking up at whatever time you're currently waking up. You need to align it with who you feel you are. Are you an athletic type? Are you a laid back, relaxed type? Are you a go-getter in business? Are you someone who reads a lot? Are you someone who learns a lot? So who are you? What is it that you want to, what is your highest value about yourself? All right. So if you aware of that and this habit will contribute to that, then it will work. So if you're someone who likes a lazy, laid back life, 5 a.m. club is not for you, right? But if you're someone, let's say, who wants spiritual attainment, you want to do meditation, you may wake up at 4 a.m. Okay, because you know that that's the best time for you to wake up and connect with the Creator. All right. So it depends on what your self identity is. So based on your self identity, choose the wake up time. All right. Then it's easier for you to install the habit. If it's away from your self identity, it is going to be very, very difficult. So that is the first concept that you need to understand while you adopt a new habit. Any habit should serve you. There's no point somebody somewhere is using it. Let's say Elon Musk is using this, or Sri is using it, or anyone. I mean, people you look up to, you see that they're doing something, and it's kind of aspirational for you, and you want to do it. You may or may not be able to do it because your deeper sense of identity may not be really same as what that person is currently living in. So choose the wake up time based on what you want or how you see yourself in your life. That is number one. Okay. Number two is you should not worry if one day you're not able to do this. Okay. So he calls it democracy of self. So what he means in this is, how does democracy work? Through votes, right? So it's not about everybody should vote for this person, then this candidate wins. No, it is just majority. All right. So if the majority vote comes, it does not matter if there's a lot of votes against. He still wins, right? So the democracy of self is to be able to understand that not every day, every time you need to succeed. Okay, if you fail once, it doesn't matter. There's one against vote. But if you have 10 for votes and 1 against votes, you're still good. You're the majority. You're a winner. Alright. So just because, let's say, for example, let's take that 5:30 wake up time again. So 5:30 wake up time, that habit is what you want to install. And you've done it for 8 days. And the 9th day, for some reason, you don't wake up. And then what happens? The 9th day, you didn't wake up. So 9th day, you're guilty. Oh, I don't know, I'm a failure. You beat yourself up. Alright. Or you may not be as dramatic as that. You may say it's okay. Alright, this is one. But then the 10th day, again you do. So what happens now? Suddenly, you think that, oh, probably this is not for you. This is not going to work for you. And then you go into the habit of not waking up at 5:30 again. The one failure does not matter. Make sure the second failure doesn't happen. Second failure also happens, it does not matter. The third failure should not happen. So just look at it as every vote counts. Alright, keep voting for yourself. If you believe you're a 5:30 person, you keep on voting. You may vote 24 times for, 6 times against. It doesn't matter. Okay, overall you're a winner. Overall, you wake up at 5:30. That is the person you are. 6 days you didn't wake up in a month. It doesn't matter. Alright, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's about showing up every day to be able to wake up at 5:30. Today you didn't wake up at 5:30. It doesn't matter. Tomorrow you can wake up. This is just one habit I'm taking. Waking up at 5:30. It could be you will not drink alcohol in the night, or it may I will not take another cigarette. It could be any habit which you want to break. You are succeeding for a period of time, and one failure should not knock you off the rails. You should be able to get up and next day again vote for that. So that it's a majority votes which counts. So one failure doesn't make you a failure. Get up again next day, make sure that you win. Alright. So that is democracy of self. So one is it should go with your identity. Two is it should, 1 or 2 failures don't matter. Get up and do it again. And the third is do 1% improvement every day. Just 1%. Let's say you're looking at a fitter body, for example. So that 1% improvement would be, I'll do 1 push-up. or I will do one burpee. It doesn't matter, just that one. Once you start that one, you might want to do a second, you may want to do a third or a fourth, or I will go for 10 minutes walk. I don't have half an hour, I don't have 1 hour, but 10 minutes I can go. Just show up on walking. The fact is you walked, so it's a tick. Alright. The fact that you walked, that 5 or 10 minutes what you set aside may become 15 or 20 minutes. Alright. And you get into a zone. You're either in a zone of not walking or you're in a zone of walking. Alright. So get into the zone you want to be in. Alright. Not in the zone you don't want to be in. So it's okay if you just do one push-up or 2 push-ups. Don't look at, oh, I could not do 20 push-ups. That's not it. That 1 push-up or 2 push-ups done right, okay, is a start. But every day do that 1 or 2 push-ups. What will happen the third day, in the fourth day, that 1 or 2 becomes 4 or 5, and then that 4 or 5 becomes 10 or 15, 15 or 20, and then you start getting into a routine. And then your habit starts getting formed. And as I said, one day you couldn't do, doesn't matter. Just get back on the horse again, do it again. So as you start, so to summarize these particular 3 things, one is a habit should contribute to your self-identity. It should be something that you believe that is who you are. It has to be aligned to your highest value. So if that habit is there, then there is more chance of you adopting that habit. Don't take a habit just because somebody said, or it's a fashion or stuff like that. Take something which is dear to you, which is dear to your highest self. So that is one. Second is, make sure that one failure does not make it failure all the time. One failure doesn't matter. Get up, make sure the next day you show up again, do that habit again, and keep getting back. Each time you fail, keep coming back. That way you will ensure that the habit stays with you. Second. Third is, make sure that there's a 1% change every day. Just 1%. Don't look at perfection, don't look at doing it right. If you are able to do just 1% shift, alright, in the direction that you want to go, this will start building up. That 1%, actually, he explains it very beautifully in that book. 1% becomes 37% change in 30 days, okay, using compounding interest. And in 60 days, in 6 months, it becomes 6 times the change. That is 600%. And in 1 year, it becomes 37 times. That means you have 37 times you have changed. For example, if you're a musician, example is right here in my home, or a son who picked up learning guitar 2 months back. And the first 2-3 weeks was excruciating pain. He was learning from YouTube. Okay, just getting the chord, and evenly, the fingers were chafing and all sorts of issues were there. But consistently every day he does for at least half an hour to 1 hour every day. Right? And it's now 2 months, and it's a pleasure to listen to. What was very painful to listen earlier is a pleasure in just 2 months. Okay, and so that's what he might be probably 100% or 200%. And in 6 months he will be 6 times better, and in 1 year he'll be 37 times better. If he continues to do it on a daily basis, that is where he's headed, and I can see it right here in front of me. Alright, so this is possible consistency. Just look at it as showing up and doing it. Don't look at it as being perfect day 1, day 10, day 20, day 100. Alright, don't compare with yourself with the masters. They have 10,000 hours of training. You have 10 or 50 or 100 hours. So just put in that time, show up, be there. And as you keep doing, again and again, initially it's like small grass growing. Then it grows taller, taller, taller. The curve is like this. It's very steep. What is just like, like grass growing, suddenly it starts just becoming huge, and you won't recognize it. That means 37 times different you're going to look in a year. So that is the amount of change that 1% change daily can do. It's about consistency, it's about showing up, it's about going after what you so long were just dreaming about. See, I've been dreaming about having a fit body, alright. I'm 57 now, and I just enrolled into a calisthenics programs again in YouTube University. All right, I might sign up to that app and other things because I find this really really beautiful. All right, and it's what exercise was difficult on day one, by day three or day four it becomes very easy, and then I go to the next level and then the next level and so on. And so what is happening is suddenly what was very difficult 2 weeks back is like it's not even a workout, all right. And so it keeps getting layered, and as the layer starts building I can see the shift happening, and for me it's just 10 days, all right. I know I've shot a video earlier with my bare body about a month back, and I'm going to do periodically, probably once in 2 months or 3 months. That video kind of shocked a lot of people in my family and circle that I'm putting up a bare-bodied video and stuff like that. But it's okay. I've just done that so that there's a record, okay, time record. And over a period of time through social media, I'm going to show the shift which is happening to my body. I want to be able to do those headstands. I want to do the backflips at this age, all right, and continue to do this and have a ripped body. Not using weights, not using heavy equipment, and not using any substance or whatever. The nutrients is that I do my what do you call that? 2 meals a day only, which is whatever fasting that's called. That name has just suddenly slipped. But I have only 2 meals a day, and so I have these large gaps. I've already lost about 6 or 8 kgs. But so that is over the year. But now I'm getting into this where I want strength, I want flexibility, I want fitness. I want to do the things that I see people do so effortlessly, and it feels so good to have a light, body like that. And so you have strength, you have stamina, you have all the things that you want to give you the energy, because end of the day your temple is your body. And if your temple, if this body responds to you, if it's able to do everything that you want to do, then your life is made, because that really is the engine, that's the driver. All right, and that will help you. I want to travel a lot, I want to do so many things for which this type of body is important for me. Obviously trekking, rock climbing, all of that stuff also. So this I'm building using calisthenics so that I could do this backflips and headstands and stuff like that. Over a period of time, I'll share you those videos once I'm ready there. I've just started. Wish me luck. I wish you luck for your journey of installing the right habits. I don't know whether you want a right body, you want the right finances, the right relationships, spiritual development, whatever. I mean, each of us have different, dreams, visions, goals, purpose, right? So whatever habit will take you to that purpose, see whether this you can start making those changes. Now if you want more help on this, see, you can go to Atomic Habits, and there is enough YouTube videos on this. You can get the books either on Amazon or through Audible, and you could follow it, or you could come for this 1 hour session on habit formation, which I have. You can just write into me. You can either PM me or put it below this video itself. You can send your email ID so that I will be able to send it to you with a date and time. It will be around the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next. I'll set a time and date, and you'll be free to watch it, or you could have watched the recorded one later too. That's okay. But you can interact. Okay, so I'm going to set up a 1 hour session. It's a free session where you will be able to learn about how to adopt and install the right habit which will serve you better, which will serve your life better and get you the results that you're seeking. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm Ignatius. I'm known as a wellness and deep sea coach. So looking forward to meeting you on the other side. Take care. I hope to do this on a weekly basis. There's 10-15 minutes on a Sunday at this time. So it's called Sunday Tryst, as you can see in my the wallpaper there in my page. So you could join in every Sunday. You could tell your friends about this. It'll be different topics, but largely about it's either sleep, wellness, or life in general. and looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching and bye. So I've seen Naren, Ajas Panapula, Padma Amarnath, quite a few of you out there. Setu, they were great. Okay, thank you guys. Take care and bye bye. Have a great rest of the Sunday. Bye bye.